Hello students, welcome to Online Study for You, one-stop solution for all your placement needs. So today I'm going to discuss sample test of subject NQT exam, and this is official sample test which is shared by TCS. So here, as you can see, I'll be taking you through the actual test platform so that you can relate with it. And when you'll be actually giving the exam, you will be very flexible, right? So here, as you can see, we are on the official website of TCS Ion. Okay. So here it's written that the registrations are not now closed. So we all know that. And we are having the test dates as 24, 25 or 26th of October. So they have very few days left, only around 3 to 4 days, right? So without wasting much time, I will start with the sample test. So by going here, okay, so students, we have already made a video on this TCS NQT practice test where there are aptitude questions are there related to quant, verbal and reasoning. But today we will be taking up subject NQT mock test so that you will be also prepared with how the platform will be, how the environment will be. So here when you will start, you will have to do some login or something. So since this is mock test, we can just do sign in. You can see that there is some random name is also given as John Smith. Your photo will be here. Okay, so signing in. Okay, so before starting, let us quickly read out some instructions. So total duration is 60 minutes, as you know, right? Because first 15 minutes it will be knowledge test, that is MCQ based test, 15 minutes, 10 questions, 10 MCQs, and in the rest of 45 minutes there will be two coding questions, out of which first question has to be completed in 15 minutes and the next question has to be completed in the remaining 30 minutes. As you can see, the clock will be set at server, so okay, we know this. Now the something important about the language, it's not mentioned here, maybe it will be mentioned on upcoming slides. So let us move next, otherwise I will tell you. Okay, so here as you can see what I just told you, the first 15 minutes 10 MCQs and then 45 minutes these two are also for this 15 minutes you will be getting, and for this one 30 minutes. Okay, so yes, about language here it is given. So yeah, here it is given 1 and 2 both together. Time limit, okay, there is still a doubt between, because here you can see both together time limit 45 minutes, and somewhere TCS also said that 15 minutes for the first one and 30 minutes for the next one. So this is a doubt which is still needs to be clear. We have mailed TCS. As soon as we get a reply, we will tell you on this channel. So please subscribe to this channel because we share you the latest updates of about upcoming exams. Okay, so this is important thing that you will have to mandatorily spend 15 minutes time in part A. That means that there are 10 questions given. Even if you finish your exam, finish your those 10 questions in 9 minutes or 10 minutes, say, but still you have to wait for the remaining 15 minutes. It means uh, you have to spend complete 15 minutes on that part A. Either you are done with it or still left. Candidates cannot revisit already attempted. Okay, in my previous video I told you that there won't be any traversal, not possible that you can move between sections or between questions. The question which is in front of you, you have to answer this. That is also mandatory because marginal marking is not there. And if you move ahead, then you will never get to go back to that question again. This pattern was also followed by Infosys and also Cognizant in the recent test. Okay, now about language, here it is given that languages are C, C++, Java, Python, Perl. Now there is some doubt with this Python because till last year they mentioned Python, but they allowed only in programming in Python 2.7 version, right? But this time when they gave those IRC and DRC checks, hope you all have got the mail regarding that. So in those checks, what we notice is in coding in Python, both Pythons are given, Python 2.7 also and Python 3 also. So both the versions are given, but that is not clear by TCS that it would be there. But I think there are high chances if they are giving that in IRC, DRC checks, then it will be absolutely be available. Python 3 will be available in our real NQT test, which is scheduled for 24, 25 or 26th. Okay, so candidate is expected to choose any one of the five languages for each coding exercise. So What does it means? That it might be possible that the first question which is which will be easier than the next question, so that is easy, and you find that you can do it in C language more easily. Then you can do that one in C language, and the next question which we are expecting to be difficult than the first one, that you can attempt in Python or any other language. It means it's not mandatory that you have to do the both the questions in the very same language. Okay. And then to submit your response for hands-on exercise, that means these codings, click on submit response button. There will be a submit button. When we will do this, I will show you. In an actual exam, your code will get executed on click of this button. Then click on submit button. Okay, okay. So submit response buttons for compilation and those things, and submit button for going to the next exercise. Candidates can choose to change the optional selection selected to switch to different programming language. In that case, you will have to uncheck the previously. Okay, so it is also possible that suppose you initially opted for C while doing that question, then you find it no, it is getting difficult in doing it in C, or the lines of code which you have to write are very much. Then you can simply, there will be a checkbox by after the name of every language. In next video we'll be doing that also. So what you have to do, you just remove that checkbox from C and mark Python, and then you can do. So this is very easy. It's not like you opted for C and then you can't you are not able to change the language. It is not there. Okay, so I will click here because now I would like to move further. Let me just check it. Okay, I'm ready to begin. Okay, so now here we can see we have our first question. Firstly, I would give you a tour to this environment. As you can see how it is. Part A, Part B mentioned, but you can't switch between these sections as I told you, right? You can also see that there are no scroll or somewhere given that you can swap between questions. It means you have to answer this, then only you can move to next question, and also you cannot move back to this question. Here you will see your photo, whatever you will be uploading at the time of registration. Your name will be here. Now the two important thing is TCS is not allowing to use pen and paper. No rough work they have allowed. So here they have given the calculator, and what I will say that this is going to be very difficult, because although okay we are having a calculator, but it is not taking input from keyboard, because we will find easier writing 5876, then we will click plus here, then we will write something, it would be easier. But through keyboard it's not taking any input, so you have to actually click on these buttons, where even all single clicks will take are 1 second. So this is going to be very clumsy. And here, as you can see, okay, let me just remove, yeah, this is the notes. I don't know why they have given this, because I think they might be for solving those things or writing some equations, but I don't know how it would be possible to solve the seating arrangement questions, or especially the syllogism questions, without pen and paper on this notepad, where we can only simply type, as you can see here, and we can't do anything else. So we are still waiting for reply from TCS that will they finally approve uses of rough papers, pen and paper. Okay. So here are also the same note. I won't repeating it. You must have read it. Mandatory question. You cannot revisit the question. Now coming to this question, we can see that here an array is given, an array of size 5 elements of integer data type. Okay, and in place of the elements are not actually 5, only 3 elements are entered. What is defined at the time of declaring this array. Now it is asked that what will happen, because we have initialized array like we have given the array length as 5, but the elements only 3, the rest 2 elements are not there. So what will happen? Error message from compiler, the compiler will say error. So I would like to tell you that any such condition where we have the number of elements are larger or smaller than the actual value defined, there won't be compilation error ever. It would always be some kind of different error or different output will be getting at the time of running. Okay, so there won't be like anything like compilation error if we use less number of elements or more number of elements. Okay, now if you see this option number 3, remaining elements will be garbage elements. So this won't be the case. This becomes the case in some other scenarios, not in this one. Now this one says first two elements will be zero, and it's not possible because arrays starts from zero index, one index, two index. So first two elements will be these two, which are already 10 or 20. So that's also not possible. Now this will be the right answer. That is option B. It says first two element, first two elements won't be zero. This last two elements will be zero. This will be the right, because at index 0 it is 10, at index 1 it is 20, and index 2 it is 30. Now the remaining index number 3 and index number 4, because we know array starts from index 0. So at 3 and 4, it will be 0 will be assigned to that index. So the correct option will be the last two elements will be 0. No compiler error. First two elements won't be 0. That's completely impossible. And also this won't be the garbage elements. It will be 0 actually. Now, when you do this, you can see it is giving us a warning saying that you can't revisit this question upon navigating. Are you sure to navigate further? So this is the same thing which I told you again and again in the instructions part also, that we cannot move back to this question once we have let this. So suppose we get the next question, the second one, what happens that we won't be able to come back to this question. And since negative marking is not there, so what should we do? We should click on, we should opt for every answer, whether we are getting it right or we are just guessing it, and then we should move to the next question because there is no negative marking. Now we have a question from graph theory. A connected graph has 3 regions and 8 edges. Find the number of vertices. What I will do here, there is a simple formula for this. The formula says range equals to edges minus vertices plus 2. So this is the formula. You have to know this. Okay. Now, sorry, I have written region range. It is region. Now, when we what we will do, we will simply replace the values what we have. Okay, I am printing enter and it's not even showing that cursor has came here. When I will type, it will here. So I don't know how the things will work actually. So region 3, okay, edges 8 as we can see in question. Vertices we have to found, and I will name it as B, and plus 2. This is constant. Now 3 equals 10 minus V. Yeah, 3 equals 10 minus V, and V finally will be 7. So here the number of vertices will be 7. So this question was from graph theory. So it can only be explained using this formula only. Now we'll move to next question. Now the thing, one more the bad thing I found, that they are again and again giving this warning. Okay, you give for 1 or 2, okay, 1, 2, 3 questions, that's all even okay. But for 10 questions, they are giving this warning, and it will be only doing nothing, eating up of our 4 to 5 seconds. All total 50 seconds means 1 minute. Out of 15 minutes, our 1 minute will be wasted in this only, and the rest of minute will be here clicking on this 8, 9, these things. Okay, so the next question we have, in a doubly circular linked list, what will be the content of right address field of last node? So what I will say, you just forget that it is written here circular. What happens in singly linked list or doubly linked list? In singly linked list and doubly linked list, when it is the last element, then its right address is pointing to null. You all know this. But here it is doubly circular linked list. It means it actually don't have any end, and the end is nothing but actually connected to the first element again. Then again it comes to end, and the end is connected to the first element. So here, what will be content of right address field of last node? So content of right address field of last node will be the address of first node. Null is wrong because this is circular linked list. So in circular linked list, there is no null, no endpoint, depends on user, no, garbage value, no. Again, this is asking, I will say yes. Okay, this question. What combination of integer variables a, b, and c makes the variable m get the value 4 in the following expression? M equals a greater than b, a, okay. So ternary operator is being used here. Before going to this question, I would like to tell you that Okay, we have to be quick also because only 7 minutes 50 seconds and we have to solve 6. I am explaining so much, that's why it's taking time. Otherwise, the questions are not that difficult. So what happens that if this condition is true, then whatever written after this question mark is evaluated. And if this condition is false, then whatever written after this colon is executed. How it will work actually, I will show you. Let us take as input 3, 4, 2. 3 greater than 4, false. The control will come here, this in near this column. Now it will read B greater than C. We have taken this second option. I will just mark it so that you can understand which one I am taking here. 4 greater than 2, true. Then what will happen? It will take value of B. B becomes, wait, there is some problem here. What happens? 3 greater than 4. So this was false, right? 3 greater than 4, this was false. So we came here. Then it is saying 4 greater than 2. This is true. So this will become 4. Okay, so now here in this way also M is getting 4. Okay, now we will check. Here we got MS4. Okay, which was asking that in which value will give MS4. Now we will check one more, because so that just cross verifying if our answer is right or wrong. We will now take 6 or 3. 6 greater than 3, true. We will come in here. Now it is saying 6 greater than 5. We are taking this one. I will just mark it 6 greater than 5. This is also true. A will become 6. And this value will be assigned to M. M is 6, but we want MS4. So the correct option, which actually we hit and tried for the first time, was actually the right. This one is the right answer. I'm rushing because it's only 6 minutes and we have to solve 6-minute questions also. Now we have this question. This is a pretty easier one. I will try to finishing everything in this 1 minute only, 1 minute per question. What will the below output of below snippet? Class test, public, static, void, main, string. Okay, everything seems fine there. What we'll see here that we are printing system.println hello, then user, then A1. This is array. Array's 0 element is 1, but array's index is 1. This is index 0, 1. Index 1 element is 2. So output will be hello user 2. But in this question there is a problem. As you can see, we have used print ln. Print ln means please print it from the very next line. But here when I'm trying to click on enter button, it's not working. So I don't know how we'll be actually replying to this hello user 2 or this way. So this is something which our one more doubt which we have to clear with TCS. Actual output will be hello, then on second line user, and then 2. Okay, one more question from Java. So what is happening here? Firstly, the control will come here in the main function. It is saying system.print system.out.println main.simple. Okay, we will go to this function in not sample, sorry, I called it simple. Now it is saying if true, then return null. It is saying the condition is itself true. So it's obvious it will be true. So if true, what is it returning? It is returning null. And system.println will print null. Null is actually nothing. We are pointing to object which is null. How can we print null? So this will be a runtime error, because when program will actually run, then we will get to know about this error. This will not be a compile time error, and null can't be printed. As I told you, output won't be null, neither 0. Okay, now coming to this question. Int main char name a b c d e f g h i j k l. Okay, this question was very smartly designed. Here we know that character will be taking a space of 1 byte only. Now it is written value at this character, okay, name value at name2. Name2 is, this is 0th index, 1 index, 2th index. Means when we read name2, we are at ghi. Now it is saying plus 2. What will happen with plus 2? Inside ghi, g plus 1 h, because character takes 1 byte data, and then g plus h, h plus I, because twice plus 2 is written here. So output will be I. Let me just see how much more time I have. 3 minutes, 3 questions. Okay, so I can give the, okay, this is easy. Now what good thing I want to mention here, the tool that depicts progress of tasks against time is called as which one, chart? Gantt chart. The good thing is that in our premium material, which I'll be going to show you just after this question, in the premium material, we didn't knew about this mock test, and we prepared that premium material for software development life cycle also before we saw these questions, and we have included this Gantt chart there, because then I want to tell you that we do lot of analysis. We know that which questions are important, and then those questions only we include in our premium material videos. So this, I feel this was very good. We were not knowing that this question is coming here, but this topic is already included in one of our video which we prepared few days back already. So here the answer is Gantt chart. It not requires any more explanation. It is part of software engineering, SDLC, which is a new topic introduced this year. So before moving ahead, I want to tell you here about some material which we have especially prepared for you guys, so that you can do good in your test. So what you need to do only, you have to just search our YouTube channel name on Google, that is Online Study for You, and then going to this very first link.
Now friends, I will take you through the quiz contest. So friends, if you click on the quiz contest, then we have quiz here, click on that, and then you can see TCS NQT 2021 special quiz. So friends, we have free quiz and then we have paid quiz. So friends, paid quiz for 10 quiz, we have just put the price 49 rupees. So friends, first you take the free quiz, and if you like, because we have already included SDLC and decision making, all these kind of problems. So you can go through the free quiz and then you can go for the paid quiz. So 10 quiz will be available in the paid quiz. And friends, we have also released the TCS NQT crash course, and that is just for 249 rupees. So friends, in this 4-5 days, if you go through these courses, then there is a huge chance that you are going to crack the TCS examination like last year, where we had given more than 5,000 results.
There is some problem with this question. It is written consider following tree, but where is tree? Tree is not available. When tree is not there, and how will we find the in order traversal? So this is the problem, that tree is not visible here. So we'll move to next question. Okay, so when we sort the given elements by using bubble sort, then in third pass or third iteration, how many comparisons should we perform? First thing I would like to tell you that for first iteration, bubble sort does n minus one iteration, n minus one comparison. For second iteration, n minus two comparison. For third iteration, n minus three comparison. Here, where n is length of that array or number of elements. Here, number of elements are 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. We are asked about in third iteration how many comparison, and we know third iteration n minus 3 comparison. N minus 3 means 5 minus 3, that is nothing but 2. Okay, so this is the thing which we read in our instructions also, that even I am completed 51 seconds before or 1 minute before the actual time, but still I have to wait at this screen until all the time finishes. So this is also one thing I wanted to tell you. Now I would be creating another video for those programming questions which are also in part B of the part B of this mock, because the problem is that I am creating another video, because here in this the questions were given but they were not compiling nor running. So that won't be useful if I just show you the code and won't tell you that it is running or not. So what I will do, I will show you the questions and will run on my IDLE or some other compiler. I will try to do in both Python and C. Okay, so wait for it, subscribe to this channel. Thank you.